Alright, hey guys, it's the day after Easter. I am gonna go hop in the shower because I have 2 tons of hairspray in my hair. My hair will not stay like this. I just do it because why not? So I'm gonna go hop in the Easter. Yesterday was Easter. I'm gonna go hop in the shower, get this hairspray out that I have in my hair. This is a lot. From me fixing it yesterday morning before I left to go to work, me curling it the day before I went into work. Yeah, so I am gonna go take a shower. I got a coffee pickup order at like 8:20, so I gotta get going. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back. So I showered. Sorry I didn't vlog after I had gotten home and got from getting my coffee. Yeah, so it's supposed to be really warm today. Let me see what the temperature is supposed to be. I can check it on my watch. So it's, yesterday it got up to almost like 77, I think. But yeah, I don't even know. It's already 70. Guys, it's already 70. I don't know if you can see it. It's already 70 degrees. And a 0% chance of rain. It's already 70 degrees. Ooh. Yeah, so I have things that I want to get done today. And hopefully I can get up to my guy friends. If not, it's alright. I can go up tomorrow. But yeah, that's your guys' update.
Alright, hey guys, I'm back with Mr. Mickey. And I gotta show you something. It's kind of unique. Wait, look at that. It's like a pop-up thunderstorm coming in. Turn around. See it a little bit better, but yeah, we got here. All right, so any storm that comes through comes in this, in this way from Minnesota. So the Mississippi's down over there. Barge's shipping lane's farther down. And we can see into Minnesota. And we can see the lake during the winter. Look at that. It's like, also there's Mickey. It's like all sunny all over here. But yeah. I'm gonna clean my windows. I'm gonna clean the house. But yeah, look at that. I said that there was a chance for pop-up thunderstorms today, but yeah. What you doing? Mickey? Just trying to find a bird. I don't know if you guys can see him. There's his tail. This is what he does, guys. Tries to find a bird and kills it. So there was one time he killed 2 birds, and I think in like 2 days. Hey, Mick! Well, I initially came out here to let him out and check the mail. But it's Easter Monday. Want your ball? Yeah, look at that. There's the sun right there. Hey! What's this? Ooh. What you doing?
So, update on that weather I was talking about. I just looked and it said on the Weather Channel app that I have on my phone, it said that there's like a 50% chance the storm's overnight tonight. So we may be in the clear, but I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know. I was like coming in from the west, because I live in western Wisconsin. I'm not going to share where I live. But in western, where the storm's coming in through my area, it's coming from the west, like where I'd shown you, in through Minnesota across the Mississippi. And that's when a lot of storms like tend to lose their strength, is over the river, as it's just so wide. And so that's when like a lot of storms will tend to lose strength. But yeah, they will tend to lose strength, and then some storms gather strength. I was in like 4th grade. We had an EF2 come through, and I like jumped the river. There's people walking by, so I hate talking when there's people walking by. And it like jumped, the storm itself like jumped the river. It was on like the south end of town. It didn't affect where I had lived at the time, but like we got like really like strong winds, and it like, I remember this day vividly because I had like a dance recital that weekend at the local studio here in town. And so it was like a big like weekend for them because it was recital weekend. And then it was all at one of the universities here in town, over in town, and we weren't really affected by it. We just like got some minimal damage, like some branches down, but it wasn't anything too bad. They sent out like a reverse 911 call to everyone, saying that there was a tornado warning and we should take shelter now, because there was a confirmed tornado on the ground. And a lot of people say where three rivers meet, a tornado can't form. That myth was put to test that same year, and that myth overall was put to test back in 2011. Like I said, I was in 4th grade at the time, way before I was doing YouTube. It was an EF2. They confirmed it was an EF2, and so there was like a lot of damage on the south end of town, up by one of the hospitals. It like jumped the hospital for some reason. It didn't even touch it, and it touched one of the 2 hospitals here in my area. It like completely jumped, and then there's been close calls ever since, but it's not like bad. Like, we'll get strong winds, not per se like in Iowa as bad, but we would get, oh, the mail is here. I didn't see it this morning. Okay. But yeah, it wasn't as per se bad as like what you would see in like Oklahoma. And I remember 2 years later, I remember hearing about the tornadoes in like Moore, Oklahoma. In fact, I was actually at a school concert. I had gotten home from school. I was getting ready for my school spring concert when the tornadoes in Moore hit, and I think El Reno. And yeah, so I remember hearing about that and getting ready for my school spring concert for 6th grade. But yeah, the wind, now it's starting to pick up. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's starting to pick up. But yeah, like storms like that where it has a history producing tornadoes it, like, a lot of times it won't, like, when it, like, hits the Mississippi River in our area, it will tend to stay together and it will regroup, and then there's storms that, like, will come through and they will completely just fall apart once it hits the river. But yeah, but otherwise it's usually they fall apart pretty quick once they hit the river. So that's that. And yeah, with the weather that's coming in, I don't know how it's gonna be. I probably should throw on some shoes and take I'll show you, our dog for a walk quick. He's been a good boy. He's been sleeping almost all day, but the weather will spook him, so probably will go and take him for a quick walk. I'll just take him down on the spillway, walk him down there and bring him home. So I don't know, but I probably will wait for my mom, but because I don't like going, it's bad, but yeah. All right, hey guys, back home. I did take a shower. I did get coffee this morning. Yeah, and so I have a whole bunch of water back in my car that I'm gonna unload. If you live in my area, you probably have heard in the news, but where the township I live in is like a township of like the main city, everywhere is different, but where I live, there's like townships, and there's like townships, villages, and then there's like actual like small cities. So the city that like my address is under, that's the town. I live in a township, if that makes sense. For you who watch my channel out, like, who don't live in my area or don't live in the US. And so, I live in what would consider to be like a suburb of, per se, like, you know, like, Bloomington, Minnesota is a suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I live in like a suburb of my actual like town. And so, my city. And so, where I live, our wells have, not all of our wells, but a lot of our wells, they've been contaminated with like firefighting foam, which is called PFAS. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, so I went and voted, and then I stopped over at the Days Inn, which is right over by my suburb's town hall. I'm just gonna use suburb because that's, a lot of you guys probably are from like Minneapolis and you live in a suburb. So I went and did that. Well, first I called my mom and then asked if I should go pick up some, as we already went through like 1 or 2 cases that were issued, and the township or suburb that I live in, they did this a couple weeks ago. Not that long ago. I want to say it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago maybe. So I just gotten home from doing that, and I went and voted today because it's spring election here in this lovely state of Wisconsin. It's so I have a whole bunch of water in my backseat. So I have to unload that, and I'm all by myself. So because no one else is home, so this probably will take me at least an hour to do. Not even. Probably will let my dog out because he's been cooped inside for a little bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I have other things to do. I'm gonna have to run to the bank, and pick up my brother from school and take him to work. Yeah, so I ran and got coffee this morning, and then I'm back at home. I went and voted. Well, I came home, changed my shorts because they were like too small, and then I headed out to the town hall and I voted, and then I went to the Days Inn, and yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna add a montage of me unloading water. I don't know, but it's getting really hot in my car, so I'm gonna end this part right now. So I'll see you guys later. All right, so I just unloaded all that water that you guys seen in the last clip. I understand you couldn't see all of it, but it was a lot. It's 5 of us plus our dog, so that makes 6 total in one house. So I went and picked some up. They were offering it. Yeah, it's gonna get really hot. I mean, it's not as humid as you would think it would be, but for it turned to be up in the 80s today. But yeah, my dog. I don't know if you guys can see him, but look at him. Look at him. Hi, Mick. He's like, oh crap, he found me. Yeah, so I'm wearing some athletic shorts, and a gray t-shirt, but it's warm. It feels humid, but it's not. Ooh. First mosquito that I've seen all season. Yeah. Look, there he is. There he is. So, I wait for my mom so that I can help her unload. I don't know what time she's gonna coming over. She's back home from work for lunch. She said she's gonna go vote and pick up water. Did my fair share. My mom went. My mom had a meeting, so I called her quick. From there. Yeah, so that's an update. I think we're gonna be set for a while until they do another event. But there was plenty left over from the distribution that was, I want to say, over a week ago, roughly. I don't know. So yeah, I'll be back later.
You ignoring me?
We last saw them 15
Come here.
minutes ago. We're going to find out the answer to all of this after the break.
3,000 episodes of Dr. Phil. You are just showing off, Phil.
What's she doing?
Bye.
I love you too, Mickey.
I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's hiding. Alright, so as many of you guys know, if I said it when I said this earlier in the vlog, I'm assuming this here is our well. That we have, I don't even know. I was never told if that was our well, but I'm assuming it's our well. Here's Mick. Yeah, so once a well is contaminated, it's completely done for. And it takes a lot for it to be replaced. And there was, not that long ago, I think I was still riding out in the town north of where I reside in, the town that I reside in. They had problems with their wells. I can show you something that like you would see like per se like a horse farm. So it would be something similar to that. But without the bucket. And so like you would lift this up here, and then the well would be under, like the water would come up, and this, we would lift that up, and then there would be like a hose connected to this part here. That's for like drinking, like you would have a hose like attached to it. But if it's like a well that's like attached to the, like
that's attached to the plumbing in the house. It goes to like the kitchen, the fridge. If you have like an ice cube maker, and or like water in the fridge, like in the door, because I can show you the one that we have out here, like what I'm talking about. It's like in the door. Yeah. So sometimes they would be in this store here, depending on what kind of fridge you have, or it'd be in this store here. So it'd be, I'm not gonna get any closer. Like, so like that's your ice would be right there, your water would be there, come through there. And you need to have like special like connectors for it to work in your kitchen. But I'm no expert in that, but yeah. But I'm assuming that's our well right there. And so we just have to be very careful and not drink our water, but we can use it because we're boiling it for cooking. But yeah.
Hey guys, sorry I didn't vlog yesterday. Yeah, so it's raining. I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining. Yeah, so I wanted to take Mickey for a walk. And yeah, because it stopped for a little bit. That probably was my chance where I didn't know that it stopped raining. Yeah, so I worked later today, at like 3:15. Yeah, that's a really weird time to start. And I'm done at 8. Which is awesome. But yeah, so it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. My days are off. Alright, hey guys. So I am organizing my masks as I go back to church in a couple weeks here, in person. I know I have a few that will go well, just 2 of them. I have 2 of these ones. I know there's people out there that are probably gonna give me hate, but I have a lot, and the only reason why I have a lot is, to begin with, is I only started out with like 2 about almost a year ago, because at work we had to start wearing masks. So I started off with a black one, and then I mysteriously came to this one, and I was just at like 2 for a very long time, and then I got like sports themed ones because we can wear sports themed masks at work. So I got Wisconsin, the Packers, I can wear that. I got multiple Packer ones, and then I have a bowling one. Hint, you guys want to see it? It's huge. No lie. Yeah, this is one thing that I like see people do a lot, is not put their mask up under their glasses if they have glasses. That's like one thing I don't see people doing. So as you guys can tell, it's abnormally large, but it's alright because I can wear a mask under if I really have to, but I'm not going to because it like gets really warm. So I have that. So I like organize my masks like all over here. I have to wash a few of them, but yeah, so I am gonna do that. I'm hoping I can get this video up this week. I've been procrastinating, and I've been trying to add more to it. I just don't know what to film because it is what it is. So I am gonna go put my masks back on my car and try to keep the black ones visible for me to wear, so I can easily get them when I get over to church, or just pull them out the night before, because I go back to church in person. I know there's a few churches in our area that have went back already prior to Easter. So I think a lot of churches went back in February, maybe. I'm not even sure. A lot of them did go back prior, like I said, prior to Easter. Our church, the church I belong to, they didn't. Now they're fully going back. It's not, they're doing two services, one on Saturday nights and then one on Sunday mornings. I'm doing the Sunday morning ones. It's just easier, and I didn't want to fiddle with my Saturday availability at work. So doing that, and then 5, I have to go pick up my brother again from work, and so I probably will go start a load of laundry, get that done, and then I have less to do tomorrow. So yeah, let's just go. Wishes like this is like constant memory. I don't think it's weird. Ain't that beautiful? Guys, look at this. Look. Look. Sun's out. Oh, look. But look. I said to my mom I was going to clean my car. But look. There's a star rolling in. Look. It's like 70-something degrees. There's a storm rolling in. Alright, you guys know how I talked about that storm that was rolling in? Look at it now. Now. Like it was like all up over there like earlier. Look at now. It's now. It's like coming like from the north all the way down to the south end of town. Looks like. Oh, and also I'm gonna give you guys an update on the water situation here where I live. Alright, so Culligan, which I think is a local business, maybe it's a national business, I don't even know. Comment down below if you know. But they gave us these. We use them till they're empty, and then they gave us like a water dispenser that's in the house. So we're gonna come pick those up because they're empty. They're making rounds today, I think, but I don't know. But I wasn't told if they were gonna come pick them up today. So once one is empty, we have to bring it outside. They'll give us a call saying they're gonna come pick us up and drop off more. And we have we currently have five total, but one's currently in the dispenser right now. So yeah, 4 of them here, plus the 2 that are outside, and plus the one that's in the house, plus the free water that you guys had seen earlier in the video. So we have that to get through, and they're talking about solutions here next couple weeks. Ron Kine, who's our representative, I believe, for the district that I live in, not the school district, but like the area of the state I'm talking about, he is figuring out a solution with town of Campbell, no, with the township, on what to do. So yeah. Oh yeah, look, it's nice and blue skies over there. We got that. So this little guy doesn't look too concerning, but something to keep an eye on. It's bad. I'm just gonna head inside. Well, I'm gonna end this video, because this video is quite long. Or I mean, quite long. Probably with this, I'll probably be just a little over a half hour. So Yeah, I'm sorry about that. See you guys in the next video.